want to discuss our topic about the effectiveness of face-to-face learning versus online learning. The world is turning around with the issue of COVID-19, where everyone is under MCO, Movement Control Order, so they need to control their movement and keep social distancing as a precautionary measure of the pandemic. However, as a student, we still need to continue our lessons because lessons is very important to be used in our daily life. There are issues arise in our society regarding to the comparison between the effectiveness of face-to-face learning versus and online learning. Face-to-face learning is a live interaction between a learner and an instructor. From my point of view as a student, face-to-face learning is more effective compared to online learning. Through face-to-face learning, students can ask the instructor the unanswered question and get immediate answer, so they can clear up all the misunderstanding. Whereas online learning, they need to wait for a response. Students also need to attend a class at a specific time and date, so solving problem session with their instructor is occur, so it's more easier than type it out and explain it online. There are an empirical study that carried out in 1999 about the comparison between a face-to-face learning and online learning. The name of the study was a comparative analysis of online and face-to-face instruction. The study was presented on a conference on www and internet. It was proof that a big difference between a face-to-face learning and online learning. The author of Scott D. Johnson, Najmuddin Shaikh and Nidla Palma, that there was proof that by face-to-face learning, students can learn quickly and they can have a long time to remember what they learn. So, face-to-face learning is more effective compared to online learning. Students also can develop their interpersonal skill, interaction skill, and soft skill. Therefore, face-to-face learning is more effective to students to be used in their future. Thank you.
I am Siti Nurzaira, so I will explain about interaction skill, the first point. Okay, interaction skill refers to the general ability to interact with the external world to accomplish a task. So a typical interaction skill requires the person to look for relevant information and choose the right actions. As we already know, a person who wants to demonstrate good communication skill or interaction skill, they have to communicate effectively with others. Interaction skill is very related to the face-to-face learning process. Thus, everyone can develop this skill throughout face-to-face process. Okay, so first I will explain the first supporting details for this interaction skill, which interaction skills between teachers and students. Okay, this allows students to clear up all the misunderstandings about the particular subjects without delay. Means if the student asks the teachers or the lecturers in real time, so the students will get to know the answer also in the real time. Okay, so other than that, students could learn more quickly and allows instant feedback of the learning process. About getting to know students in academic and social is a critical part for the teachers. Because it can help teachers to help students engage in learning, encourage best behavior, and give them a sense of pride or belonging. Teachers may use a variety of study methods in classroom. For example, presentations and active learning. Active learning, which are students teaching the whole classes with help of teachers. Students that are exposed to variety methods of studying can motivate them to study harder and study more, because variety methods of studying will able to make them more interested and more active for both parties. Face-to-face learning process make it easier for teachers to explain and easier for students to understand when the teachers use variety methods of teaching. For example, in our field, chemistry, we learned about molecular spectroscopy subject. Our lecturer able to make us understand about that when he used a ping pong ball and sticks to visualize the molecule, and we can instantly remember and understand about what he has explained to us.
Second supporting detail is interaction between students and students can be developed from face-to-face learning. Interaction between them can manipulate the involvement of all students in the classroom. It can increase the participate as all students can learn and understand how to work in team. It can increase and develop the teamwork skill among them while doing the work together. Interaction between student and student is very important instead of interaction between student and teachers. This interaction skill can be developed from study group or discussion session. When the teachers carry out the study group activities, they will give them a task, projects or assignment, and all students will work together as a team to accomplish the assignments. Soon, all the students will communicating with each other to share ideas and play their role in that small groups. This activity can improve their communication skill and they can train themselves in the future. For example, they can be more confident to attend a job interviews, since the real career life out there always need employees. They always have a critical thinking and have a creativity to solve the problems or to elaborate ideas with the company or organizations. To prove against that face-to-face learning can improve the interaction skill is a classroom is not just a place that students can get a help from the teachers or students, especially their friends, but it can improve their lecture better. It is because they can get a different perspective of the topics. Good questions and answers can make the students to think deeply and make connection between them. They will more likely to come prepared in class and more attentive in what's happening during the class or during the discussion session. Other than that, classroom discussion include additional information from the teachers or students, which includes tones, body language, motivation or encouragement. They are very helpful to help students in study, and because different students have different style of studying. In conclusions, face-to-face learning is very important to improve the interaction and communication skill among the students and teachers, and this kind of teaching process can make the learning and teaching process run smoothly and increase the learner's communicative and attention.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Sarah. I'm gonna explain about the next point, which is interpersonal skill. So interpersonal skill are the qualities and behavior that we exhibit when we interact with other people. So a strong interpersonal skill is a key indicator of success in studying and working environment, as its benefit include cooperate with teammates to solve difficult problems. So the lacking of it might lead you to have conflict with your teammates. So the first interpersonal skill is a leadership skill. So leadership skill is a skill that we use when we want to organize other people to reach our shared goal. So one of the skills that differentiate leadership skill from many other competencies is the ability to teach and mentor. So this skill require a leader to think less about themselves and more about how to make their group as a whole successful. So next is teamwork skill. Teamwork skill consists of interrelated abilities that let we work effectively in an organized group. So teamwork happens when people cooperate and use their individual skills to reach their common goals. So to solve any problem effectively and efficiently, you must be able to devise a master plan that each of the team members can understand, can follow, and knows where it leads to. So once the plan is agreed upon, so all the team members will be able to organize their tasks, establish deadline, and orchestrate their efforts. So the next point is responsibility. So responsibility is a particular obligation for which an individual is to be held accountable in order to remain upstanding members of a group or a community. So a group member's responsibility include holding themselves accountable, participating in all activities to achieve the overall goals, and respect all the team members. So that's it from me. Thank you.
Soft skill is important for students to convey their ideas and messages in an effective manner. It helps to motivate students to perform better in their academics and encourage students to stand up and voice their opinions in a gathering. Students can develop this soft skill through face-to-face class. Let me give you a few soft skills that students can obtain from this face-to-face class. First and foremost, in terms of time management, it will help students to develop an effective learning skill. Students can plan their schedule outside of the classroom for consultation with lecturers or studying with their friends. Students also can get feedback on their assignments or exam in the meantime. Notes that were provided by their lecturers are as a guide for incoming exam will save their revision time. Many classrooms require activities or tasks within a certain limit. This will polish students' time management skill. Furthermore, soft skills can create a creative thinking skill. Students have a fun learning. It helps them to promote their creative thinking in groups and accepting others' ideas without any pressure. These skills build a freedom of expression. It gives opportunity for students to express themselves, sense of goodness and happiness, and the contribution in the class will give them a sense of satisfaction. Furthermore, creative thinking skill will help students to reduce stress and anxiety, especially when preparing for incoming exams. With more practical learning in class surely contribute to more positive impact to the students. In addition, learning skill is one of the skills that students can receive in the class. Students can increase their academic abilities that are presented in the class. The ultimate result that can be achieved when information are stored inside their memory is they can simply recall all the knowledge that have been learned inside the classroom and sharpen all the knowledge learned by them. Learning skills also can enhance interpersonal connection. The lecturer feels valued and is subsequently more open to the students' suggestions and input. Students have a high regard, a sense of appreciation, who listen there intently to their comments and questions.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. So, for the conclusion, face-to-face learning has brought many benefits for us, especially university students, because they need to practice before going for the job. In reality, when they are going to find any job, most of the jobs has the interview and the students need to pass the interview first before getting the jobs. So, there are some benefits of face-to-face learning that can help students to get the job and also helps them in daily life. There are interaction skills, soft skill and also interpersonal skill. So, interaction skill is divided into two parts, which is interaction between the teachers and students and also interaction amongst the students themselves. Attend the class in real time is very important to avoid any misunderstanding when the teachers and the students were having the learning session. It will help students understand more on what they have been taught. There will be Q&A session, which is active learning. And also the student can communicate among themselves. Both will help the student to improve their communication skill a lot. Next, did you know interpersonal skill was divided into three parts, which is leadership skill, teamwork skill, and responsibility. In this part, students will learn how to be a leader, how to attain in completing the task given, and how to be responsible in social, themselves, and as a group. Each member of the group should know their own rules in order to get the better result. They should give a full commitment towards each other. Okay, so the last one is soft skill, which is time management, creative thinking, and also learning skills. Those three are very important things that everyone should have it, especially time management. We need to learn how to manage our time wisely, or otherwise we will be distracted. Creative thinking also important because it will help you to create something new. Okay, and that's what all the people need to have it, to compete with others to get the job. It also can help you to gain some income even though you just work for yourself. Someone has told me that in order to be success, you need to be different. So not everyone can do all the skills that we have stated before, but if you can do that, so you are different. So in order to gain all of these skills, you need to attend the face-to-face class. So that's all for us. Thank you.